I would now like to call on Stephen Kotze.
I am a Green, so I will say that clearly. I've voted Green in pretty much every election since I became a Canadian citizen in 1994. And I now have a red sign on outside of my house. It's only the second time that I intend to vote Liberal. The first time was when I voted for Rob Rayner a few weeks ago. But don't get your hopes up. This isn't necessarily setting a trend, okay? Because I've assured that I am still stand firm behind green principles and green values. And one of those values is that we want to work with other parties. We don't stand firmly in our lane just for politics' sake. That we come together and work together on issues when we need to do that. And I think that's important, and that's why I am here tonight. I've met Michelle before a few times, and she is, as Dr. Helen Drummond said, a breath of fresh air. And boy, do we need that. The incumbent has been here 25 years, and what has he done for this riding, to be honest? You know, Michelle is hardworking, she's committed, she's firmly rooted in this riding, she's committed to this riding, she brings rural values. All of these things are important, and I think that we need that desperately as a representative of this riding. So, you know, the other points have been made, and I will reiterate them. I think Mark Carney is probably the best person to be in charge at this point in time. And, you know, we talk about the existential threat to the South, but I want to remind you all that the existential threat that has been with us for the last 30, 40 years is not gone away, and it isn't going away, and it has to be still front and center. We have to confront climate change, and we and we have to take the steps that we need to take as a country and as a world to deal with this, you know, to wean ourselves off of fossil fuels and to start investing in alternative forms of energy. So, you know, thank you for having me here. You know, Michelle, you have my support, and I wish you all the best. You're a hardworking person. You've done an incredible lot of work. And I hope to become, you know, one of these days come knocking at your door on Parliament Hill, and we can move on some of these things like electoral reform. Yeah. And, you know, maybe, just maybe one day, we'll have the Liberals supporting a Green candidate here. I'm just saying, okay? Thank you very much.